is your host, Swag Boy, from swagboy360.com. Today's episode, Vado chokes Tahiry on marriage boot camp. Now, I gotta talk about shit like this, man. Shit like this I gotta talk about because I already told you niggas that this will happen. My previous sermons and my previous YouTube videos, I told you niggas all the time. What do I tell you niggas? Do not deal with non-submissive women. If she is not submissive, don't deal with her. I don't care how good looking she is. I don't care how A1 her pussy is or her head game is. You do not deal with her. Vado, the rapper, chose not to listen to me. So check this out. And for those who didn't see who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave the link in the description box on my YouTube page. So check this out. Vado and Tahiry is on marriage boot camp on the We Network. In this episode, Vado chokes Tahiry. But what about all the situations that led up to Vado choking Tahiry? A lot of disrespect on Tahiry's side. Tahiry was constantly emasculating him verbally. Tahiry was constantly talking back to him verbally disrespecting Vado on a consistent basis. See, check this out, man. Check this out. If I was Vado, I would have been left the bitch. If I was Vado, I would have been left the bitch. I would have been said, you know what? This ain't working. I gotta go. Because I do not deal with non-submissive women. I don't deal with non-submissive women. I would have been left. But what did I tell you niggas about the niggas that go to marriage counseling and therapy and shit? These are the beta males. These are the niggas that scared of losing a bitch. And your bitch knows this. Now Vado, he's what I call a C or D list type rapper. He can rap his ass off, but I don't think he's been with the right type of producers or whatever that'll give him a hit record. So therefore, he feels like he gotta settle for these washed up groupies like Tahiry. But back to the subject at hand. So anyway, during this episode, Tahiry was talking back and forth to Vado and shit. And then Vado and Tahiry moved the conversation to the kitchen area. And in the kitchen area, Tahiry was talking shit, and guess what Tahiry did? Tahiry hit this nigga in the face with 2 motherfucking apples. 2 motherfucking apples. She had 2 apples in her hand. She hit that nigga. Boom! Boom! Hit that nigga straight in the face. I'ma leave a link in the description box for all you niggas who think I'm lying. Vado just ate that shit. He just said, damn, bitch hit me and shit, right? Now, all the couples come into the living room to talk to Judge Tolliver, whatever, I forgot her name. Anyway, they was talking. And then that's when Tahiry accused Vado of doing something. And then guess what? Vado just lost it and lunged at Tahiry and choked the ass the fuck up. He ain't choke up that bad. They got the nigga up off the bitch. But that's what he did. He choked the bitch up. But let me explain to you what has happened. The reason why Vado choked her, it ain't necessarily what Tahiry said at that moment. It was the build up anger and animosity that Vado was building up. See, Tahiry got this nigga fed the fuck up. When she threw them apples at that nigga face, he done had enough. He just lost it right then and there. He lost it and then flipped on his shit. But this is why I tell you niggas, stop dealing with bitches that talk back to you. Because this is what's going to happen. A domestic violence situations will occur. Your girl gonna be talking shit to you, talking shit to you, talking shit to you. Then she hits you, and then you gonna lose it. And then you gonna be the nigga going to jail. You gonna be the nigga charged with domestic violence and shit. This is why I tell you niggas, leave bitches alone who are not submissive. See, before she threw that apple at the nigga, she was comfortable with disrespecting him. Hear me out, y'all. Vado made it comfortable for Tahiry to disrespect him. When you as a man make it comfortable for a woman to verbally disrespect you, violence on her part will occur. Because you gotta understand something about females. Bitches don't know when to stop. Bitches don't know when to stop. You gotta make a bitch stop. You gotta demand a bitch stop her bullshit. A bitch don't know how to stop talking shit unless you make her stop. Unless you make her stop talking shit. You gotta be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. If you don't shut the fuck up, it's over. But what most of you niggas do? Most of you niggas do, you let the bitch talk shit. You quote unquote want to ignore it. Oh, she just being a woman, let me ignore it. You ignore it, she keeps doing it and doing it and doing it. Then she finally hits you, she hits you, and boom. You reach your breaking point, then you lash out on the bitch and you whoop the bitch ass. This is why I also tell you niggas, most bitches who are in domestic violence situations, so look, the bitches that be like, I've been abused, I'm in an abusive relationship, most of the time they cause the shit. Most of the time they cause the shit. Most of the time she provoked the nigga. Bitches will provoke a nigga into whooping their ass. The same way Tahiry did. Tahiry provoked Vado into choking her ass. He was provoked. I'm not making an excuse. I want to be clear with this. I'm not making an excuse for you to abuse a woman. I'm giving you reasoning. I'm telling you the reasons behind it. This is why I educate you brothers on not dealing with non-submissive women. This is why I tell you, leave them bitches alone. If a bitch talk back to you and you check her and she still talk back to you, leave. Because she got a mouth on her. The bitches that got a mouth on her, they gonna cause you to whoop their ass. This is why when I'm in a mall somewhere, I'm in a public area, and I see bitches just talking reckless to their man, it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault because he never checked the bitch. It's the man's fault because he never nipped it in the butt. It's your fault as a man. So Vado, even though Tahiry was wrong for throwing them apples at your face, even though she was wrong, it is your fault as a man for letting it get that far. That's your fault, Vado. It is your fault as a man for allowing it to get that far. One thing about bitches do not do things they are uncomfortable with doing. Let me say it again. Bitches are not comfortable with doing things that they are uncomfortable with doing. Vado made her comfortable cursing him out. Vado made it comfortable for Tahiry to throw apples at his face. Those were some hard apples. Those was like little soft apples and shit. She threw hard apples at the nigga. The crunchy green apples. Threw it right at his face. 2 of them. After that, he had enough. But I want to point this out. bitches are not always the motherfucking victims in these situations. Every time we hear about some domestic violence, we always assume the woman is the victim. We always assume that it's the man who's the problematic one. Most of the time in domestic violence situation, it's the bitch who caused the shit. It's the bitch who provoked this situation. It's always the bitch. But it's always, most of the time, the man who goes down on a criminal level for that domestic violence. So in closing, this is why I tell you niggas, don't deal with non-submissive bitches. Maybe you niggas need to look at this motherfucking YouTube link that I'ma post in this motherfucking video, below the video. Watch this shit. Cause this can be one of you niggas. This could be one of you niggas if you lose control of your bitch. And this is also why I tell you niggas, control your bitch. Control your bitch. Some of you always think, oh, swag boy, you just being a male chauvinist. No, it's reasons behind what I'm teaching you niggas. It's reasons and methods behind why I'm teaching you this shit. A bitch you can't control is a bitch not worth dealing with. Cause that's the bitch that's gonna get you locked up. The bitch you can't control, the bitch that caused you to get mad to the point you're gonna choke her ass, that's the bitch that's gonna get you locked up. The submissive bitch is not gonna get you locked up. The submissive bitch is not gonna get you a jail record. It's the non-submissive bitch. It's the dominant bitch. It's the bitch who has a masculine energy. That is the bitch that's gonna get you dumb niggas locked the fuck up. So if I was you niggas, I would leave those bitches alone. In the moment, the minute when your submissive bitch stops acting submissive, stops talking to you in a feminine manner, and she starts acting dominant and talking to you in an aggressive, masculine manner, that's when you need to leave that motherfucking bitch. That was today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma catch you on the next go round, my nigga. Hello.